Joining me now is Oregon Senator and member of the Senate Intelligence Committee, Senator Ron Wyden. Senator, thanks so much for joining me on a very big day. I know you've been involved in this issue for a long time, and you've called on the end of blanket surveillance, saying that it's either up to the president or Congress. Who is it going to be at this point, as you see it?
First of all, Congress now has the opportunity to once and for all end this flawed and misguided program. What the court said today is that this program is based on secret law and it is illegal. The bottom line for millions of Americans, however, the millions of Americans who've done nothing wrong, this program is a federal human relations database. When the federal government knows who you called, when you called, and where you called from, that is often very private information. And you can't tell me if the government knows that somebody called a psychiatrist 3 times in 36 hours, twice after midnight. That's pretty private information.
What about Mitch McConnell and some of the Republicans that took to the floor of Congress today? Mitch McConnell wants a reauthorization of the Patriot Act as is. Is he going to get it?
Not if I have anything to say about it, and I'm certainly going to pull out all the stops to once and for all end this misguided program. And listeners who heard those arguments on the floor about how important this was, I'd urge them to take a look at the report of the president's own advisory committee. And there were some people who signed that report who are not exactly soft on terror. And at page 104 of the report, your viewers will see that those experts said that this program was not of significant value in helping us win the fight against terror.
So then why are senators like John McCain and there are other folks that have also invoked the memories of 9/11? Senator McCain said today people seem to have forgotten 9/11. Why are they still invoking that?
I have long felt that so often this debate is premised on the idea that if you're going to protect liberty, you have to give up your security. And I just don't buy that for a second. We have, through the Warren process and particularly through emergency authorizations, when the government feels that there is a threat to the well-being of the American people, the government can really move in a hurry. But that's very different than dragnet surveillance. What the court said today is that dragnet surveillance was illegal. And the reality is, I've been warning about this for years. I've been saying, did it on the floor of the United States Senate, when the American people find out that there is a big gap between what they think is in the Patriot Act and what is the secret interpretation, they're going to be very angry. They have been, and today the court said that that secret program and secret law is illegal.
Senator Edward Snowden is in large part the reason why this case was brought to court. Should this exonerate him, at least in name?
My view is that having a public debate on this has been long overdue, and that was what I tried to start with my talk on the floor of the United States Senate. I do think it would have been a lot better if that debate had been started by the intelligence leadership. In fact, the intelligence leadership didn't do it, and when I asked them at a public hearing, the director, I said, does the government collect any type of data at all on millions of Americans? The director of national intelligence said no, and that was false.
Do you think that James Clapper should step down? He's the official you're referring to.
That's a judgment for the President of the United States. He makes those calls.
Senator Ron Wyden, thanks so much for your time.
Thank you.
Joining me now is